god. So I'm going to talk about oil paintings in this video because I went a couple of days ago to buy these oil paintings because I was just curious. It's for the first time I tried to paint with them. And I was extremely excited at first. Afterwards, it got a little bit complicated because it's so hard to work with them. But mainly and only for the first painting. When you get to the second one, it gets really easy and you start loving it. So for a couple of days, I've been doing only this, only oil painting. And I'm going to present some of the things that I got here. So we begin with these. This is the biggest one. This is on white. And it looks like this. It's very thick, the painting inside it. That's why you need to mix it with a oil. This I think is called medium. And it's stand linseed oil for artistic painting. I got a bit confused in the shops because they only had a lot of mediums and I didn't know which one to pick. And I got this one because I looked it up online and it was like the best version that I could buy. And of course I bought some brushes. The thing about brushes I'm going to tell you a bit later. Something that I don't really like, not mainly about these brushes, but in general with oil paintings. And then you really need to buy 2 knives. They look like this. They're painting knives. They look like this, and they're very flexible. I don't think if you can see, but they're very flexible. And they're special knives because before this, when I went to the shop, they're also very expensive, by the way. I mean, if you want to start, it doesn't matter what, but in particular, oil painting, it is very expensive. It is. So you must think twice before you want to do it. But if you're an artist or if you have this passion for art, you should, because it's just, you don't have to waste your time, thinking. You should, because it's just so satisfying and just so smooth. It's just smoother than using acrylic paint. I don't know, but I just love it. And yeah, there's special knives, because before my mother was like, I'm going to give you a knife from the kitchen, but it's not the same thing using a kitchen knife and a special knives. These are special, so yeah. The thing about brushes that I wanted to tell you is that the oil gets very into them, and you can't get it off, only with what was it called? Because I forgot. Solvent. Yeah, with solvent. I didn't want to buy solvent because it's very toxic, and I don't recommend solvent. Just so toxic. And if you do have pets or little brothers or sisters, it is not very appropriate to use solvents for your brushes because it's very toxic, and it eliminates an odor. That smell that it's you don't really like it, and it's also very toxic. Okay, and also this one, it is a bit toxic. So when you use mediums like these oils, you need to use very little in quantity because it's very thick and also toxic. It also has here an attention mark on it because look, I've been working with like this bit of oil for 3 paintings that I've finished. I'm going to show them to you, the paintings that I've made this couple of past days. And yeah, so one, don't use solvents. If you want to clean your brushes properly without using solvent, I think the greatest thing would be to use soap with warm water, and then it gets off, it washes off. So that's my idea, because solvent is very toxic. So No. Oh, and then another thing with oil paintings, try not to touch every single thing around you with oil painting because it gets off very, very hard, and I've learned this by myself. No one told me that oil painting is so hard to get off things, you know, and yeah, it's very hard. And also that's why you need to use these knives, because you have to mix the oil with the paintings, with the oil paintings, and also not to get dirty on your hands, because also it gets hard off your hands, and yeah, you need to be very careful when you use them. Yeah, very, very careful. And also these are a bit toxic too, not a lot. So don't be scared, because after you get to work with oil paintings, you'll love it. I'm telling you. So I was scared at the beginning. I was like, oh my god, I was so scared at first. And then after my first painting, I became more confident, and I was like, I'd like to do this. So yeah, it gets very, very addictive. And also very expensive. But money don't matter when you have such a passion. Especially art. Art is very expensive. I don't know why. But the supplies are literally so expensive, and no one told me before becoming an artist that it was so expensive. Though I don't regret anything. To be honest, no. So now I'm going to show you my 3 paintings, oil paintings. My first 3 oil paintings that I'm so proud of. Just 1 second. I've got them here. Just 2 of them. They haven't completely dried. That's the thing, they dry a bit hard. Okay. This is the first one. This is the first one, how it looks like. I walked at this is the first one, and I walked for this product for like 5 hours and a half. This project was 5 hours and a half. Okay, and the next one is this. It is so beautiful. I'm so proud of this one. And of course, there are 2 more important things, supplies that you really need to use. It is this, it's a glass. A simple glass. I got it from a photo frame. I still have it here. It was from a photo frame. Because, the one that I saw in shops, they were very, very expensive, in art shops. So I thought, maybe get one from a photo frame. And I did. And the thing is, you really need to use a glass, because it's easier to mix the oil with the oil painting, and also it gets off quicker than on plastic and everything, because it's oil, and it gets off quicker off glass than off other materials. And also another important thing, of course, the most important thing is the canvas. Of course, they are the most important. Got here. It depends. Canvases, it depends on what do you like to use and what do you prefer,